Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I wanted to jump in and give you guys the overview of our daily work today. Today is Thursday, August 20th, and I'm going to use my planner where I reverse plan as my guide. So we started our day off with poetry today. We're still working through Falling Up. We're very close to the end. And so we should be able to wrap this up this week. Today, our word of the day was ally. And today was the first word of the day where we switched things up a little bit. Before, I would do the word of the day on our whiteboard from our Evan Moore daily academic vocabulary book. But on Thursdays, she gets to choose the word from Once Upon a Word. So this is every Thursday. This is where she'll pick her word from, and then we'll cover the part of speech, and then she'll write down the definition. But there's more information in here about like where the word comes from, its origins, and all of that. And then on Friday, you'll see tomorrow when I do my daily wrap up, then she picks a totally different book to do the same concept, but a different book on Fridays. Okay, so today she had a little bit of handwriting. We just slowly work in handwriting. She used to do it more. The last 2 years, she did it a lot more, but she's pretty comfortable with cursive now. Now it's just kind of working on her penmanship and, you know, just not letting it slip through the cracks. So now I let her choose what she wants to practice her handwriting in. Today she chose, I think this is Evan Moore. Yeah, Evan Moore. And so she just does 3 lines. Each time she does this, she'll do 3 lines. And so she just did the first 3 lines today. Okay, next was our grammar and EIW. Lesson 3. So she just wrapped up the complete subject and predicates. So now she's working on simple subjects and predicates. So that's what she did for grammar. For spelling, she did her last page of Unit 31, which is apply to content. And so she had to read through this and then answer the questions. So some reading comprehension, basically. And for math, she did some review with written multiplication. So just a few pages. She uses moving beyond the page for math. All right, for geography, we did North America overview. So we went through our atlas and just reviewed North America and the major regions and countries that make it up. So we went through a couple of these pages. These are 2 pages on North America, generalized pages. And then you start getting into, you know, what makes up North America. So Canada, United States, Mexico and Central America, and then West Indies and the Bahamas. So we just read through these pages. And then we did review, where she reviewed the different regions of the United States. I don't know where her geography book is. Oh, we put it away. Well, I just have a little printout where we review the different regions of the United States, and she's done that before a couple different times, so that was really just like review for her, and that wrapped up our geography. All right, for history, we started A New World of Trade in Tuttle Twins. So this was covering Marco Polo and the Silk Road. We just read about half the chapter. Well, we actually listened to an audiobook, and so we have a little less than half the chapter next time we pick this up next week. Okay, for Spanish, we just studied our flashcards for Unit 1, and then she did this spelling review. She actually did really good on this. The only ones that we need to work on is this and that, and that was it. Everything else she pretty much had. Oh, and how. So, with this being a new curriculum for us, I really like how this went this week. It went really well. Okay, and we ended our day with Far Afield. And this is from Beautiful Feats. So this is natural science. And this is something that's interest-led for us. This is not what we are doing for our science or our nature study. And it kind of falls into both. So this is just something that we do that's interest-led. The first lesson went great. We listened to chapter 1 and followed along in the book. The audiobook, the voice actor was phenomenal. Highly recommend. And then with that, she had to list some flora and fauna that is near the river and draw them out. Or she could have listed it but she decided to draw. And then do a little research on the meadow stream ponds. And so that she got out of this book right here. And so she just wrote a little piece of information regarding that. And that ended our day. So we have one more day left in the week. And then I'll have like a full weekly wrap up. But yeah. I hope everybody else had a great school day. Until next time, bye.